Why digital marketing? Right? With increased amount of social media platforms, many companies definitely are taking advantages of, right, all the marketing strategies. They are trying to promote and market their products and services. That's obvious, right? Like if you have a product or services, you want to promote to them, right? And since internet allows us to communicate instantly, right, launching a digital marketing campaign can take place in, right, more quickly than the traditional marketing campaigns. And obviously because they are, right, less expensive most of the times, not sometimes, but most of the times, like they are less expensive, but then yeah, they are getting expensive, right? So that is very important to build your entire traffic organically, because future will be, right, if you want to reduce your ad budgets, right, your organic traffic is going to play a very important role. All right. And the wonderful thing about digital marketing is that it's immediate. And then like you can monitor feedbacks, you can put input actions real time. All these things are, right, getting, and it's based on your target market. It's not based on anything else. Clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Are
Yes.
you guys noting down or feeling?
Yes, sir.
Noting down, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Methods, definitely, right? You can use any of them, whether it is Facebook, LinkedIn, whether it is Twitter. Some people use Twitter. There are right public ads which are there, mobile apps there are there, mobile websites that are there. You can use SMS. Now there would be push notifications, there would be pull notifications. All these things are there, right? Now, this type of marketing, it's enforcement or implementation of all the integrations that has been done. All the platforms pulled together, right? You're going to work on that. And then this is, right? Now, when you're talking about website, PPC ads, mobile apps, right? All these things, right? It's primarily to communicate. So just putting in an ad or putting in post does not work. Put the ad, put the post, right? Create the communication, talk, generate more and more interest. And when you're generating more and more interest, you're generating it through more and more interaction. And when more interaction happens, the cost starts reducing. So the keyword is create interactions. Keyword is create your landing page perfect. The key, right? Important parts, right? Email marketing. So email marketing, are you guys aware? What is that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No.
What is email marketing?
Reaching out to people through emails.
Okay. Anybody else?
Is direct marketing that use email to promote your business products or services.
Yes. So
Write a good subject line.
correct. So yeah. So email is like it's in simple terms. You are right introducing your product or services or whatever it is through email. Right now, you remember earlier when I told you, right? If your email has a word like Facebook, the chances of it going to the promotion is higher because the algorithm says that it is that way. So creating an algorithm and working on it is all the data science people, they do it. But then when you're talking about, right, segregating things, the computer does all those things. So when you're writing an email, that is, how to write an email is very important, right? Your subject line, right? If your subject line says that today's post, right? 5 years down the line, if I want to do the search, right? And I say today's post, every day there will be one post, or every alternate day there will be one post. How would I find out which one was the post which was related to science? How will I find out which one was the post that was related to something else? So very importantly, we need to know how to write the subject, not only about writing it in bold. It's like what exactly the subject needs to be, right? What is going to, the subject also has to have certain keywords, right? You need to write down that whatever is in the content, there is a reason that subject is mentioned, so that it becomes easier for you to search. It becomes easier for the computer to search, right? It becomes easier for the crawl boards to check. So all these things are very important. Your subject, then your body, then right at the end, right, what you're addressing to. All this, right, in your body, whatever you're covering, right, from whom the message is from, right? Is there any contact place? Is there a way somebody can contact you? All these things, it's one of the easier way to broadcast. Remember that email marketing is, right, you're emailing to 500 people at the same time. You're emailing to 10,000 people at the same time. You're emailing. So it's like a broadcast message, right? So you are able to broadcast it, whatever information that you want on there. So what kind of attachment that has got? If, do you know that if your email only has link, it does not have the proper subject, it is 100% going to go in spam? Yeah. So it should not only have links, it should have subject, it should have detailed descriptions on the body, right? And how you are addressing the person, that needs to be there. How you're addressing yourself, that needs to be there. All these details are there. And then you will be able to set things up properly. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is not supposed to only right, send ads or things. Information can be sent, right? You can request business, you're soliciting sales, you're anything, right? Build your brand around the emails, right? Remember that for email marketing, the best strategy is, right, if I mean, the best strategy will be like how continuously you're communicating with your people through emails, right? The reply part, how many times the reply button gets, right, submitted, that also plays a very important role. So that when the crawling happens by the bots, it crawls through that also. All these message boards which are there, all. So whenever Google is actually just searching through each word, right, it is pulling details. Whenever your Yahoo Mail is searching through each words, it is pulling in details. Whenever any kind of server is pulling in details, right, it is checking every word that is being used. And it is creating its own dictionary. So reply, forward, what is happening? So when you forward, for example, right, at times it says that this is too many people to be forwarded to. If too many people are there, it's automatically going to land in the spam. Clear? So you have to ensure that you are not going to get onto the spam. So you have to inform the other person to add, right, the email address that you're sending to their contact list. And even to the contact list, when you add, right, the possibility of that going to promotions is also there, because it is the computer that is going to check. Clear on it? So this is one aspect that you also need to focus on. Emails are still very effective because that's what brand is, right? Constantly check, because that you are going to create a brand out of email, right? It's push notification, and right, you in combination with email marketing, one of the best way to get in traffic, right? And also converts. The chatbots which are there, right, on your landing page, right? Almost like 25 to 35% sales happen through chats only. So if you're focusing on chats, do that, right? Now, Google Correlate or Google Trend. Google Correlate was earlier, now it is Google Trends. There are some sections which Google Correlates also works. It helps you to figure out what people are looking for and what are similar keywords that you need to use. Check on those keywords and you should be able to find out what is the next keyword that you need to use for creating your content. Now, all this will make your life easier because it will provide you the potential customers who can be converted, right? So at the end, the conversion rate is going to matter. Pulling in traffic, the conversions, all these things is ultimately directed towards, right, pulling in traffic to your product. And when you pull in the traffic to your product, right, how things are going to be, right? And how much supportive are you of each and every individual is what going to matter. People are very important, and especially for alma mater, people are very, very important. And that's one reason all this, right, initiative is being taken, right? Whether you're talking about hiring interns, whether you're talking about, right, creating free courses, whether you're talking about, right, consultations to colleges, schools, whether you're talking about any initiative that is there, for us, it has been always, right, people, right? Focus what is the end benefit going to be for each one of them. Each landing page, right, does it have enough content? Proper contents are not there. Are they there or not there? If they are not there, how proper content can be added? How the teachers can be contacted? What exactly? So all these things are, right, there is so much of work to do, right? So much of arrangements that needs to be done, and so many places that you can actually prove yourself. right? Because you need to, right? And how you will be, actually not because, it's like how you will be able to prove yourself is focusing on what is the end user going to get out of all this. Clear? Yes? No?
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So continuing about the blogs and directory submissions, right? You submit your links to a lot of directories. There is a list of directories. There will be index of, right? We are all like index of websites compiled by people rather than a crawler, right? Individually, people just keep on creating directories, and they keep on creating directories. You submit your links to those directories, and when you're when these directories, it's like, right, uh, divided into specific categories or subcategories. So like I told you earlier, right, there are, right, groups, different groups. Same way, right, people keep on creating different directories, right? Now, a directory servers provide, right, all those lists which are registered sites in response to your queries. So you register with the directory, you submit, right, your links, and then they will pass on, or they will have their link pasted on their directory. Anybody who gets into the directory gets redirected as the traffic. Now, directory registration is an important method, right, for all the SEO activities. I mean, it takes you one level higher when you talk about SEO activity, because that's where all your inbound traffic is going to go. And like when you submit your link, whether that link is working or not, it says, even for directories, sometimes there are a lot of people who charge money for that. There are free directories, there are open source directories which are available. Check on all those. Now, the decision to include a site and its directory rank or categorization is actually determined by the, what do you say, the editors of those directories. So if I have created a directory, I will decide, it's not going to be the algorithm that is going to decide whether it's the, whether I should be having this link or not, I should be posting this link or not. And then I'll say that, okay, I will post this link, or I will have your link added to my directory, provided, right, you give me so much money. So pulling in traffic and submission, right? If I pay them money, automatically, right, the traffic can pull in. And if I pay them organically, I'm not sure whether it is going to grow my system. But yes, it is, right, there will be a linear growth automatically. And when you talk about blog, overall in the world, right, there are a billion blogs, that is 100 crore blogs. And the world only has 800 crore people. Do you think like every person, every 8 people, right, has to have one blog? That's way too much blogging, right? Way too much. And this is not going to reduce, it's going to keep on increasing. So the information overload through the blogs, right, are always going to be a challenge. So what you need to do is pull a old blog, right, which is there, rework on that blog and create a new blog. Don't worry about like all this billion blogs are created almost similarly. They pulled in some information from here, pulled in from some information from there. They collated it, they put it on their own way, and then submitted it. Clear on this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Sir, I have one doubt. Like,
Yeah.
is it something related to affiliate marketing?
Yes. Affiliate marketing is also a part of this.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you're talking about the directories, right, it's affiliate marketing is altogether one entire section of this directory systems.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank you.
and same way when you're talking about blogging, right, what you're going to do is you're going to write create blogs over blogs over blogs, right? Everybody who is doing marketing is creating the blogs. So you also need to get into that. Clear? But just ensure that because it is going to be too much of data, it's all about the information that you're going to provide and how personalized you're going to provide the, and how many keywords are you going to use to pull in the data, pull in the traffic, not data. Clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Google Analytics, right? It gives you all the reports that you are going to provide. So once you submit it to check on your Google console, it will give you all this reports of your particular page. If you're using the keywords, it will go according to that, right? It will give you all the search engine marketing that is happening to analyze your website's performance, how good, bad it is, right? What are the things that you need to do with the marketing campaign, right? So, and same way when you're doing all these conversions which are happening, assisted conversions will provide you the details on whether your blog is being read or not. Are they getting converted into the go to the cart buttons, right? Which social media section has brought in the maximum traffic gains, right? All these things are being provided by Google Analytics. You should be right. These are all readily available tools. So you just need to go, you need to learn to read what's it providing. Same way, meta tagging. Now, when we spoke about meta tagging, right, it is the description tag. It's simple, right? Your HTML paragraphs, right, that provide all the search engine, right, with the description of the page. So what is there in the page? This meta tags will provide. So this meta tag will tell that, okay, all these pages, this page, entire page consists of these many details or the details on this. So then when the crawler comes and says it, instead of running through, it also gets tired, you know. So it says, oh, why should I run through the entire page? Let me just check this. So they'll check meta tags and it will give the details. Now, what I want, Prasanna, your presentation, which you have done, right, on meta tags, correct? You have sent it to me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I want you to prepare a training for everybody on that, because that's that way, right? A detail on meta tagging can be discussed over that. And whenever you're prepared for that, select a date and time, right, where you're going to train them on the meta tagging. Okay.
As in Google Tag Manager, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So you have to tell everybody else same way, right? I want each one of you to create training programs for the others. For all these things which we have discussed today, right? Each section, right, can be elaborated for 2 to 5 hours. Each section, minimum I'm talking about, right? If you want to go real in depth and understand everything, right? It's so this particular workshop, the beginning of this workshop is like, okay, you are understanding what digital marketing is today, but then the actual, right, the workshop will consist of each section to be discussed in detail. Same way meta tags, right? See, I can train you guys on that. Same way, right? I have, right, others professionals who can train you on that, right? But it is not going to, right, be the same result as you doing your own research and presenting it to others, because your efforts, right? For me, the efforts will be like, oh, this is there, this is there, this is there, this is there, and all you need to do is it's going to be really fast, right? But for you guys, when you prepare it, you'll go in depth and you're going to find out. And if I'm going to do it, I might miss a lot of things. Remember, because I'm going to rush through, right? I might say that, oh, why these people should be knowing this, right? I'll take a lot of things for granted, right? So because like I have been there for so many years, because I've come across people who have done it so many times, so my mindset will be on that. But when it comes to peer-to-peer training, always remember, in the classroom, when the teacher teaches, there is one way of learning. The second way of learning, which works the most effective, is the group studies. Understood, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you have to create, right, one sections where I will be a participant also. I will have Vigilesh sir to be a participant. I will have all our, right, digital marketing team, right, who handle the other sections, who actually have created a 200-hour course, right? They will be attending and you can present it. One, it will help you to do the research on your own. Second, it will build your confidence on that particular section, right? And you will be able to continuously present it. So everybody do your research on each of these. Are the words which has been given to you today. Learn all these words, do your research, prepare your content, right? Show the content to us. We will tell what are the changes that needs to be done. We will share it, and then like you can present it. So we have a demo session all the time with all the teachers. In that demo sessions, we can discuss what can happen. Clear on this so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Now there are two ways. One is pull digital marketing and then is push digital marketing. Pulling is a method of advertising that companies use to try to get the consumers to find their company on their own. right? The idea is that people will find you, your company, because your company was able to build a successful brand, right? People will be searching what is alma mater doing, right? Even if they are competitors, they will search what is AmSparks doing. They will do that. Same way, people will be wanting to know if they have learned, they will come back to the site, right? These are all like different means of pull marketing, where automatically people will, you have enough visibility on the social media, people will come in, right? It's on their own, they are coming in. The other one is the push digital marketing, where you are continuously advertising, you're pushing your things on people, you're telling them this is available, that is available. Automatically ads prop up, right? Right, they pop up, right? When you are watching a video, suddenly an ad pops up. That ad comes out of your search that you have done it on your pages. So if suddenly, if you realize that, how does that company knows that you are looking for a laptop, right? Is because you did the, right, you typed something on the website saying that, right, okay, laptop i7, this configuration. So all these people will start pushing the ad. Same way you can push the ad. If somebody has searched for I want Max tutor, right? That becomes the search pattern. So this algorithm is there already. How we use the algorithm is our way of using the push marketing strategies, right? SMS, sending SMS to them, sending voice text to them, right? All this form a part of the push marketing, right? From the company's side, slow and steadily, we will all provide you with all these tools, right? But then, right, to get all these tools, you need to be, right, really sure that for what purpose that the tool is going to come to you. If you have created a landing page, or if you have created a post that needs to be seen by all those, we can use this push marketing techniques, where SMS can go to everybody, emails can go to everybody, right? Voice text can go to everybody. And from there, people will start doing that. So all this push marketing comes from there, right? Cold calling, you just call people randomly and say that this banners are there advertising, asking them to come. Sale, right? All the kind of grabber activities that you do is, right, going to work on the push digital marketing section. And finally, two things that we are going to discuss on is Google Adsense, right? Now, Google Adsense is a paid service offered by Google, right? So you just need to put text, image, or video-based advertisements to enroll the sites, and the advertisers will register through the, let's say, Google AdWords or paper for ad, pay per click, cost per. So all this is different marketing strategies that's like Google AdSense is going to work on, right? The entire revenue is shared when you put it on Google AdSense, right? It's the revenue is shared between the host sites on pay per click basis. Now, pay per click has led to a lot of frauds in the past, right? So that's the reason every time somebody clicks, it says that are you a computer or not? If you're a human, 1 + 1 is how much? If you're a human, keep holding this button. If you're a human, not just the click, right? So every time there is a new thing that comes, select the image, right? The captcha, all these things are, right, to avoid the click frauds. A lot of times people have been successful on that, but then, right, like people are getting right important, the algorithm is getting right intelligent, algorithm can understand. You remember bankings have started, right, advertisements on clicks. The same way, right, if you see, there will be a virtual keyboard also when you plug in the details. Why virtual keyboard is necessary is whenever you type on your system, right, that can be read by the other computer also, that what you're typing. So that's the reason virtual keyboard, which is not linked to your keyboard, because your keyboard might be hacked, but the virtual system goes through a tunnel, and that tunnel is empty. So it just says star, 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 star kind of. So whatever you type, it's only going to say star. But then the keyword is automatically converted. So same way, Google uses this search algorithms and contextual link inventory to display the most appropriate ad based on the site content. And same way, the query related ad, quality stores, and other factors which plays a very important role. So Google plays an ad to you on YouTube, right, based on the search that you have done on the past. So it says that, okay, your browsing history, right, is going to give you ads. So everybody who is going to browse for certain things through their mobiles, all this, there are sometimes like you can connect all your devices together for logging in on your email. So what you have done it on mobile can also reflect on the system. So based on all those parameters, right, which email ID you are using for browsing, right, and what you're browsing through that email ID will fetch you that kind of ad. That's what Google AdSense is all about. Same way, Google AdWords, right? It's an expensive keyword submission program, right? It gives you the advertising rates and keywords used, right? And based on the Google AdSense program, you will submit this also. So for example, if let's say online marketing, right, or online teaching, forget about online marketing, online teaching is the keyword that I'm going to use. This keyword goes on bidding because everybody is teaching online. So if I pay higher for, right, Google, what do you say, for online teaching, right, what's going to happen is my page is going to show on the higher side. Understood about this AdWords, how it works?
Yes, sir.
So whoever bids highest, for example, if let's say if you are considering in India, you have Bajus, for example. If you're considering AmSparks' competition to Bajus, and both of us are competing with each other on the content, right? Both of us say that, okay, we tell Google, say that we want online teaching as our ad word, the keyword for us. Google is going to say, okay, bid for it. If I say 1 crore, I'll give 1 crore for that keyword, right? Bajus says, I'll give 10 crores for the keywords. Who is Google going to listen to?
Byju's.
Correct, because they have paid higher. So they will show the highest paid keywords people on the top, and then it goes on. At one stage, it comes as, right, you can beat Google AdWords. How you can beat Google AdWords is, right, setting your organic platform. You know, so remember that bidding always does not, right, get you traffic. But organically, if you go, right, and if you're going to talk to one group, let's say, right, one group of schools which has got 1 lakh students, and you talk to the principal, you talk to the management, you talk to your own school, you say that, okay, we have teachers, right, who can support you on learning all the students, right? If you have personal bonding with that principal, is Google Ads going to work there?
No.
Same. So you have to, right, have bonding. You have to have your friends, right? How much ever you tell them, if you're good friends, they are going to listen. How much ever corrupt you are, they are going to be friends with you, right? But if you're providing something really good, and if you're assuring that, okay, you will be there around them, right, that's going to work more than. So that's the reason we are talking about building entire system organically. You know, so search engine results are only one aspect of the entire digital marketing. You have to be in all the places, and you have to grow organically. That's very important. And work on your content, work on your landing page, work on what is happening on the landing page. If you have quality, people will come to you anyways by default. If they like your teacher, they are not going to worry about who is teaching in Bejus. Any place for that matter. If your school has the best teacher, you're not going to work which is the top school teacher doing it. So have the support system. The local support system is going to be the key. Talk to them on personal basis. Talk to your teachers. Everybody just understand, if they want to do it, go ahead and work around it. And constantly communicate with your teams. Got it? Yes? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
So finally, understand one thing. Digital marketing is a massive ocean. It's not just an ocean, it's a massive ocean. If you learn to swim, you're fine. Otherwise, you're going to drown. Right? It's so much of information that is available, so many things to work on, right? It is not, right, easy on you. Remember, for digital marketing, it's not easy. But then, right, all the best things in the world never came easy. It's like you have to put your efforts, right? I'll tell you, right? If I have to pay Google and I have to pay interns, my preference has always been to pay to interns. But if interns come and tell me that pay to Google Ad, what should I do? Should I keep that intern, or should I say that, oh yeah, okay, let me pay for Google? So it's always remember that we know Google Ads work, we know how it works. We will support you on all those things, right? We will support you with all different kind of marketings that we have been following. But as an intern, we want to see your total efforts focus on, right, ensuring our brand is maintaining its standard, and same way you are upgrading yourself to the quality that is expected out of this. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So thank you for spending the last almost 2.5 hours. Let me, right. So spending this time, right, we will ensure that every part is discussed, because this is a workshop which is going to go on and on for digital marketing specifically. We will have every time there will be a new thing that we'll be working on, and all these things we want you to also train the other interns, right, one by one, and we will help you to train them. So you can ask us what is the thing, what is the, you present, you take our input, and if your inputs are really good, we won't even bother to, right, correct you, because you are good, you're creative, you're better than us. So there are a lot of times you can be better than us, right? Because we are going to mix old school and new school. You might be, right, focused on new school of thoughts. So work on that, and it's your ball game, right? So thank you for listening, right, and being part of this, right? We have more on the other side of the break, right? Have a nice day, everybody, and thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.